Hey everybody, and welcome back to my channel. I know it's been a minute. I say this every time. You may also be wondering why I look like a caped superhero. It's because we're going to be doing a my curly hair routine video today. And this isn't going to be just your average excuse me. This isn't going to be just your average curly hair routine. This is going to be my quick 5-minute curly hair routine. Now, before I get started, the video is not going to be 5 minutes. We already know that. I'm not really capable of doing that. Let's be real. But this is my routine that I do pretty much every day. And I'm going to go through what I do, what products I use, and that's pretty much it. So before anything, let's just get started, alright? So, the first thing I want to tell you is to cleanse your hair in the shower. Now, I don't have really a specific product that I use for cleansing my hair, aka with shampoo. This is what I'm using currently. I don't hate it, honestly. It kind of smells like vitamin C tablets. Like super orangey, if that makes sense. It's the Hask Argan from Morocco, or Argan Oil from Morocco. Hask Repairing Shampoo strengthens and restores. It's just shampoo, but it works well. It doesn't have sulfates, which I appreciate. So when I'm in there and I'm in the shower, I'll put that in my hands, a very small amount. If you have curly hair, you probably already know your hair's dry, so don't use a lot because shampoo is very drying. So I will literally go under the faucet, put that in my hand, and then scrub that in. And sometimes this is when this product comes in. This is a scalp brush that you use in the shower. This one's just a random one I got off Amazon for a couple bucks. I only use this once a week because sometimes I feel like it can cause tangles. So I'll scrub that in while I have my cleanser all the way through pretty much. Again, don't put cleanser on your ends because your hair is dry. Don't do it. So I'll wash my hair, and then I've kind of stopped using regular conditioner just as a whole. I pretty much just use deep conditioners now, but I use them in different ways. But of course, I'm sure if you know or you've seen my channel before, you know this is my current favorite hair mask, which is the Shea Moisture Manuka Honey and Amphora Oil Intense Hydration Hair Mask with fig extracts and baobab oil. Smells like fresh buttered baby. I said that in my last video too. I just opened this container today, but I'll put that in there depending on which wash I'm on or how far my hair's gone, whatever. I'll put that in, I'll leave it in. The trick that I use with that though, especially on wash day, today was wash day, I'll put it in there, and then just as I'm about to rinse it out, I don't rinse out the entire thing. I'll rinse out about 90%, and then I'll leave about 10% of it in. That may be a concern to some of you guys, especially if you have fine hair, but for me, my hair is very, very thick and very, very dry and very, very coarse, so that is what works for me, okay? You do not have to follow that. That is just what I do, okay? Now, this is when it comes to the detangling portion. Up until about, I would say a month, 2 months ago, maybe a little more, I had never brushed my hair because I didn't think I could really. Everyone's like, oh, don't ever brush curly hair, oh my god. You can brush curly hair, just do it when it's wet. So when I'm in the shower, I'll have my brush with me, and I will go through and just start combing. Now, there are a lot of different brushes that you can use. I, in particular, use this brush. This one is by a brand called Diane, but it's basically a diamond brush. You want something with these, plasticky kind of bristles. I'm sorry, there is hair in my brush. These plasticky kind of bristles with a lot of different rows to create and define that definition. So I detangle with that, and then I'll do the thing with the conditioner, and then I'll be out of the shower. Now, the key, in my opinion, to getting flawless looking curly hair is to make sure that you do all of your styling while it is very wet. This may even be too dry for me to work on now, but I'm going to do my best. And I'm going to start with a leave-in conditioner. This one is not anything in particular that I really love, but it's what I have right now, so that's what I'm using. It's the Ion Moisture Solutions Intense Hydration for All Hair Types Miracle Leave-In Conditioner. Y'all really need to shorten your product names, but I take quite a bit of this. For my length of hair and for the dryness that I have, I use like 20 pumps maybe. That's just me. It doesn't have to be you. This is my hair care routine video, so that's where we're at. You know, when I was like, it's a 5-minute hair care routine video. Also, we're just going to end up taking this off. Please don't mind my wet shirt because I'm over it. So, yeah. That 5-minute mark has surpassed and we're on step 2. So, that's what's up. So, I'll put that through and then I'll comb that. Or brush it, rather. And for this part, I don't really worry about how I'm brushing it necessarily. Just try and brush it from like bottom to top, so that way you don't increase your chances of getting tangles. But you see how easily that goes through? That's what we want. Alright, so now I am moving kind of fast because I don't want this to be like a 45-minute video. But then we're going to use this, which is, I'm sure you guys know, Shea Moisture. Coconut and I'm trying to go too fast. Clearly. This is the Shea Moisture Coconut and Hibiscus Curl Enhancing Smoothie with Silk Protein and Neem Oil for moisture and curl define for thick curly hair. That's me. I'm a thick girl. We know. So this I don't take a lot of because I can get the sense that it's a bit heavy. Like, hello? It's heavy. It's thick. So I'll use like maybe this small amount. Like, I would say like a quarter size, depending on the length of your hair. Mine's relatively long for me, so that's a good amount for me. So I'll just rub that in. And, you know, they always taught us in hair school when you're using product to put it all over your hands, like you're rubbing in lotion. I haven't done this in a while, so I guess we'll see if it really makes a difference now. And then I just run that through my hair like the leave-in. And this, it tends to coat very well, which is nice. Because your hair kind of needs that extra product with the moisture. Also, I just have to say I don't really like this whole rubbing it on my whole hands thing. Usually, I do not do that. And it's kind of weird, not gonna lie. Because now I just have this like random goop all over my hands. But it's fine, I digress. So, now that that's all in there, that's when we get to the styling brushing part of the video. And I also want to let you guys know that I am going to try and link all of these items and products and stuff that I'm listing below, at least the ones that I recommend. This is one, and that scalp brush is one for sure, as well as this brush. But if you can't afford this brush, there are other options available. Like, Denman was too expensive for me, so I went with what I considered the next best thing. I know Paul Mitchell has the 427 brush that's similar to this, if I'm not mistaken. There's a whole bunch of different ones, so don't get yourself fret on, oh, I have to have a Denman, because that's just simply not the case. So, usually when I'm doing my 5-minute routine and I'm just like trying to get out the door real quick, I'll just kind of go through. And when I'm combing each section, I kind of like pull it back. Almost like you're curling ribbon. Like for a gift. And then you'll see as you go through the sections, it defines it. If you have a nice camera that picks up on that sort of thing. So maybe we'll do this. This video is taking a very interesting turn, but I'm gonna See how it's like going around. And keep in mind, my hair is pretty damaged because I haven't gotten a haircut in like a year because of COVID. So yeah, that's pretty much how I do that. But if I'm trying to do something a little extra, I'll take it in like really small sections. But anyway, I just pretty much go until I have my whole head nice and combed through and it's looking defined. Alright? Now, we're almost done. I swear to God. So, next thing I do is I add gel. Now, this one I do recommend. Also, what is happening here? Anyway, I do recommend this one. This is the Cantu Shea Butter Maximum Hold Moisture Retention Styling Gel. I like this for a lot of reasons. It has flax, which makes it a little bit more flexible, and it makes it so that when you have this in your hair and it's drying, it doesn't make it crunchy and gross. It gives it that soft, touchable feeling, which I really appreciate. It also helps with humidity as well, because y'all know if you have curly hair and you are going through humidity, you might as well just give up. This helps with that issue, which I really appreciate. So I rub that all throughout my hands, and then this I kind of just lightly go through, because at the end of the day, gel is still gel, and gel is going to be harsh on your hair, and it is going to make you lose some of it a little more rapidly than you might naturally, at least in my opinion. Again, these are my opinions. These are not facts. So please, do not come for me in the comments. Alright? So, I'll let that go through, and I'll let that air dry for a little bit usually. And once you're at this stage, do not comb it anymore, because otherwise you're going to end up with frizz. And just a final touch that I usually do when I have the gel, if I have any left over on my hands, I'll just kind of lay my hands up at the scalp to get any frizz away from that area, because that tends to be an area where I get frizz very often. So, if I'm doing my 5-minute routine and I'm just trying to get out the door, this is pretty much it. I let it do its own thing, blah, blah, blah. Now, if I'm trying to be cute and I'm trying to impress someone, this is when I do diffusion. Diffusion involves heat. I'm sure you know this. You get a blow dryer, you attach this weird conical nightmare to it, and then you diffuse your hair and you're like, la la la, my hair's so cute, ah! Okay. I do not use a diffuser every day. I use it very, very rarely, but I do think that it has its place. I'm kind of going a little bit faster now because I know the video is getting pretty long. I apologize. But I like to start here, and I don't touch it like this. That hurts. And it's hot. Just kind of hover. I'm sure if you've watched Mane by Mel's videos, you know that. Save the ends for the end, because they are the most fragile part of your hair. If you start with the ends first, you will damage them. So I put that in there, and then you move it all around and make sure that you're not in one spot. Diffusing is pretty simple. I'm sure you can watch a million videos on diffusing and learn it 1,000 different ways. Alright? So diffusing happens, and then after you diffuse, again, if you're trying to be cute, and if I see my hair is dry and it needs a little bit of something, I'll carry something like this in my bag, and I'll do it if I have the time. Most of the time I don't, but here we are. I'll put a finishing oil on my hair. Honestly, this is just one that I have, which I've mentioned already. This one is the Argan Oil One and Only Moroccan Oil or oil treatment. This you need a very small amount of. Put it on your hair once it's all completely dry, and then you should be set to go. It'll be shiny, fabulous, and seal your style. Yeah. I know that was a lot. It was a mouthful. Hopefully you learned something about me and my curls. I don't know. I just got inspired to do this video today, so that's what's up. Anyway, I'm gonna let you all go. I hope you enjoyed this video. If you don't want to see these types of videos, please leave me some suggestions of some videos you would like to see from me. Anyway, thanks so much for watching. I hope you guys have a great weekend, and I'll see you later. Bye!